Alright guys, Tactical here again today, and as I'm sure you can tell, this is not a traditional video. In fact, as I'm uploading this, I'm probably going into the exam hall for my law exam, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm definitely not going to get destroyed. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so I thought, you know what, I've got exams this week to end, finish off the year of uni. I did think, maybe I can make an excuse to myself for not making a video, but I thought, you know what, it's not worth it. I know I can probably find the time here somewhere to keep the upload streak going, so I'm making this a couple of days in advance, so this unfortunately isn't going to be a recap, obviously, of last night's action in the Pro League, so hopefully nothing incredibly exciting happens, but hopefully I do have an exciting video for you, because I'm going to be going through this control match from back at CWL London. I'll be doing the same thing tomorrow, because I've got back-to-back-to-back exams here, so this is going to be Wednesday's video, then Thursday's video will be in a similar vein, probably be 100 Thieves versus E United, maybe a search and destroy, probably to show off how well Simp was doing, or something along those lines. And this video is going to be looking at arguably, well, I would say the best control of the year. Back-to-back rounds were incredibly close and, well, just remarkable really from 100 Thieves versus OpTic Gaming. 100 Thieves went incredibly clutch in this one, and OpTic, well, there's arguably a couple of chokes here out of a couple of the players. We'll look at that in more detail. I'm showing you this first round just because this, well, it very well represents the context for the map and for the series more generally. It's 1-1. OpTic Gaming do incredibly well this round, completely destroy 100 Thieves off the map on this defensive side, and yeah, TJ takes down Priester. And they win this round pretty damn comfortably. I'm in that crowd somewhere. Maybe you can spot me, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there I am, okay. If you can spot me, very well done. Impressive stuff from you. Or you've already seen another couple of clips in advance. So we're just going to fast forward here to the start of the fourth round, which of course is the really big deal. Like if you guys enjoy, subscribe if you are new as always, I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, leave all your thoughts below. And hopefully this video will suffice, the upload streak will continue. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. That's the outro of the video. And actually, we've got so far on, I might as well keep talking anyway, so let's not do a nade shot and have an aneurysm and do my outro for the intro. So anyway, this is the context. It's 1-1 in this series, and this is where the round really kicks off here. Last round there's not too much to comment on. This is the round where it goes really insane. So of course, OpTic have the clear advantage here. They're on offense, TJ 21 and 18. Off the opening, it's just a pretty consistent opening that we'll see out of a lot of teams here. 4 in towards this control point. And then you've got Karma, that number 9 arrow, which you're going to be having to keep an eye out for a lot, over at the right-hand side. Fantastic job by Dash. He pulls out the ICR off spawn, and a lot of kills come in. Kenny, this is where he goes off. He was 5 in 15 before this round. The rest of the game from him is flawless, so you've got to respect it. And yeah, TJ does his best to take out Kenny, but great shots from him. And 100 Thieves do a really good job holding that. If they go down there, then it's a real risky business. Karma does great though. You'll see this a lot from Karma. Yes, he gets shot in the back here, but you'll see this a lot from him and his teammates throughout this this next couple of rounds. They're very, very good at being super annoying in the opponent's base. That is OpTic Gaming particularly. I've noticed that they get away with this a lot of the time, and it's a very important trait to have as a control team to be very frustrating. So 100 Thieves are doing very well here. Scump does well to take down Kenny, and this pretty traditional play that you'll see out of the likes of OpTic. Of course, they do pop their 200 here, so that's going to help them a lot heading over towards this B objective, and that's why you'll see a lot teams focusing towards A on the defense. As you can see here, 100 Thieves, they've got 4 guys towards A, they've only got Kenny at the back stairs at B, and the reason why this tends to be is because if you control A, because it's further advanced, you kind of indirectly control B. And you'll see how this works here, because TJ invests the Hellstorm, takes down Kenny with the streak, but because they controlled A, it gives the opportunity for Priester, and that's number 4 in Slasher, to push through, and Karma can't do anything on that, and then it leaves TJ in a difficult position trying to hold down the flank, and everyone in this B objective here on the side of OpTic is getting pinched from every single direction. Now, of course, Karma does come off spawn, which gives them a great chance to do something, and OpTic do take full advantage with Karma shooting them in the back, so yeah, OpTic get the better of it, and they are going to lock down this B objective right here, which is obviously going to be very helpful for them. Dashy has the Tempest when he wants to pull it out, and you'll see the way that 100 Thieves are spawning right now, and Karma really shuts them down with this Gravity Slam. Octane does very well to bail them out, so Specialist back and forth on either side right here, and you can see this from Karma once again. Karma and Crimsix, those number 9 and 8 arrows on your screen, they're pushing up into 100 Thieves spawn and trying to be a nuisance to themselves. Karma does eventually go down after 1 kill, and Crimsix does a very good job here. Priester is in a horrible position because he knows he has to kill Crimsix to get him out of their base, but he doesn't exactly know where he is. He wants to wait for some teammate support. Crimsix eventually gets this kill, and it really is Octane with a lovely shot there onto TJ that takes down those 2 kills on TJ and Scump, and then it finally gets them out of their base after Dashi gets shut down here in just a second. But once again, Dashi manages to find his way into the back, and as we'll see a lot with these OpTic players, they do be very annoying in their base. Kenny has to turn around to deal with Dashi, which means that OpTic now have some advancement on that left-hand flank of the map right here. So 10-9, this round's really coming down to the wire. You can see that OpTic are pushing through the flanks, trying to get some trades onto some kills and really surround this A objective, which is definitely how you want to go about taking this A objective if you do get the B1 first. And just a phenomenal play here from TJ through the vents, shuts down Slasher as well, and at this point you're pretty sure it's game over. It's 8-5, and TJ invests the lightning actually here in just a second, gets one more kill. Karma does a fantastic job once again pushing out the spawn. Octane pushes through, and yeah, TJ takes down Slasher. This is the gunfight right here. If Karma had have been very cheeky and just stayed alive for as long as possible, I think they win this. But the fact he gets killed here gives them a chance now. And, of course, if any of you guys have seen this clip before, you know that it's all on Kenny and the play he makes through the flank. You can see that number 2 arrow already on the flank here. TJ looks like he's in perfect position. There's 4-7. This round looks like it's over, but nobody is watching the window room. As you can see, Kenny's coming in right now. You've got number 6, you've got number 8. Everyone but Karma is in the hill right now, but nobody is watching window. And, well, actually, it's not quite in the hill as Crimsix. He's in the vents here, but nobody decides to watch that window. And, yes, Kenny comes in with a hot 3-piece from the side, something that really should never be happening. If someone would have watched that, then it couldn't have happened. But they focus a lot on the front. Kenny clutches up big time, and now it's all on 100 Thieves have the advantage now after that big play from Kenny. But, of course, Karma off spawn, very tricky player. He's going to go for the full wrap, and he times it perfectly. Look at the time on the clock here. 5 seconds to go. Karma's coming in on the flank with 3.3 seconds, and he just manages to get in the hill in time. Karma, I don't know how he was so quick, but yeah, he manages to make it into the hill, doesn't even have lightweight, and 100 Thieves aren't expecting his presence here yet because it's taken a very long time for him to get there. 1.3 seconds, gets a 2-piece onto these two. Priester shoots Octane in the back, and it comes down to a big 1v1 here. Kenny versus Karma. If Karma wins this 1v1, arguably they go on to win the tournament because they would have had the advantage in the series. They could well have won the series off that momentum, and then they would have been in, you know, the top spot for the tournament, which 100 Thieves ended up being in. I didn't actually make this clear. This was winners finals, the rematch. Whoever won this went on to the grand finals, whoever won the series, that is. So Karma versus Kenny, he's checking both sides, and it's a questionable decision here from Karma to go and slide out in this position. Obviously, he gets unlucky timing, but if he would have just shoulder peeked left and right on that pillar, then he would have at least been able to know where Kenny was. But Kenny catches a great timing on him and wins the gunfight to take it all the way to a game or to a round 5 here. That was the biggest round. Kenny with that miracle 3-piece and then winning the 1v1, and the last round is equally insane, all things considered. So yeah, impressive stuff from Kenny, and yeah, even though we had the grab slam invested by Karma, OpTic arguably choked that one away, and of course you can put some blame, I guess, on Karma for losing that 1v1, for maybe over-challing or something, but the plays he was making earlier in the round probably more than make up for it, and on the whole it was just a fact of the guys in the hill not watching window and letting Kenny get that 3-piece, which should never really have happened in an ideal world for an OpTic Gaming fan. So here we go, round 5, of course, as I mentioned. 100 Thieves do go on to win this, and then they win the map 4 as well, which ends up leading to their overall tournament victory, of course, where they ended up beating E United. But right here, this is a crazy round. Gonna not probably pause it quite so much because we are on a tight schedule here at Tactical Rab Gaming Productions. So yeah, once again, Karma on the flank already. This is what he loves to do, straight in the back. And yeah, 100 Thieves, they trade out the initial kills, but with Karma taking down Slasher, he's going to be a very awkward player as well. And now the pinches are in, fully for OpTic Gaming. And yeah, this is just a lovely play overall from Karma. The fact that he makes Kenny and Octane turn around there, gives Crimsix the 2-piece, and once again, I guess Karma making up for his mistake, you could say, at the start of this round. Once again, on the defense, OpTic Gaming pushing up very significantly. TJ is going to get shut down, and he really doesn't have the best finish to this game. But you can see number 1 in Octane in that middle lobby, and the guys on 100 Thieves are going for a big overextension here. This is something you can do when you're on the offense. Try and play kills, because you know where the defense is going to be spawning. They, you know, look at number 3, Enable, all the way in the back spawn of the team on OpTic Gaming. But of course that does mean that Karma is going to be over there. Big play by Priester, of course. Massive 2-piece because too much map control really out of the side of OpTic Gaming at this point. And they're going to come into this hill from reverse. A very interesting strategy really. Slash is up here in the window. Priester comes in from the back and with the Grav Slam locks down the hill. So a very innovative and unique strategy that really maybe only works when you have the Grav Slam. But it works quite nicely. And now Karma is in a big position here. He's been lurking around on the flank for so long. But Enable and Kenny are wise to it. They turn around and take down Karma, and the trades aren't quite there quick enough. Eventually they do come out, so Karma does a good job, but once again, 100 Thieves do a great job managing to push back OpTic all the way to their base, and they decide, okay, we'll just get A down here, we'll get the time on our side, and once again, yeah, number 2 and number 3, Kenny is just sitting in this lobby, OpTic are fully pushed up on this left side of the map, and definitely, I guess you give 100 Thieves a slight advantage here with 4 lives at this point, but OpTic Gaming, of course, do have a lot of map control, and Crim6 is the one who eventually makes a good play here, so this is when Miles says the calm before the storm, I guess you could say. Crim6 is in the back, and yeah, the guys in 100 Thieves are pushing all the way through. You do have specialists coming up on Crim6 here in just a second. He's going to have the vision pulse. That's really the only specialist you're going to be seeing for the rest of this game, the way the game works right now. So, a lot of time for 100 Thieves to set up their attack. This is the way they're going to go for it. They're going to go mostly through OpTic Gaming spawn, which tends to be the way to go, because if you do win the gunfight in OpTic Gaming spawn, then you have an immediate opportunity to spawn trap them and not even particularly worry about the objective. But Crim6 does very well getting the first kill. Octane gets shut down as well. And yeah, Slasher does a fantastic job here to shut down Crim6 after he's using his vision pulse. So he pops it right here, gets awful timing on Slasher, but a good job really from Slasher to at least deal with that specialist. And yeah, once TJ shuts down Slasher in just a second here, you've got Dashi on the other side of the map being a right nuisance, eventually shut down. And once again, it's Karma in mid. But look at this. Karma's up in this corner. As the 2 players in 100 Thieves run past, they must get Fog of War or something, because look at them, they both turn around, and then they shoot Karma out of this corner. He's going to die. May have gone down anyway, but I'm pretty sure that was Fog of War, because I don't know why they would have been able to see him and turn around there when fully committing outside. So 15 to 13, advantage 100 Thieves still, but OpTic on the defense. Dashi's going to take down Octane. I like this kind of patient control play from 100 Thieves in general. The fact that Priester was off spawn and they waited a long time. The fact that Octane died to Dashi there did really spell the end of this push, especially because Scumpens, perfect plays really from the OpTic Gaming guys. And Karma once again in the vents causing a nuisance to himself. So now, 15 seconds left. 100 Thieves have had 2 attempts at a break, hasn't worked out either time at this B objective here. So it looks like it's the end of the round. Karma in the vents is the important player in this instance. We have Karma in the vents in a perfect position to shut everything down. You've got number 5 in mid, Priester trying to play a long flank, but Karma is the ideal man to shut things down here. And look at that, he sees the shadow and immediately shoots. I'm pretty sure this is a mistake on the side of Karma. If he stays alive here and doesn't do anything and is as quiet as a mouse, he has the perfect opportunity to flank the guys in 100 Thieves, but because he makes this noise, he's super worried about committing himself, and instead he backs all the way up, and look at this, 2 seconds left, 1 second left, everyone's dying. Slasher slides into the hill with 0.4, 0.3 on the clock even. Scump goes down. Let's have a look at this minimap here once again. Number 9 in Karma was in the vents. Because he shot and didn't commit to that flank, which he had a perfect opportunity to do, he's wrapping back through the vents now. In the meantime, Enable and Slasher just ignored Karma and said, you know what, we don't have time for this guy. Crim6 gets shut down by Enable, and by the time Karma's in position to take down Slasher from the vents, Enable and that is in a perfect position, and fair play to Enable, does incredibly well, getting that 3-piece there towards the hill. Dashi's going to get shut down as well. He flew in a little bit without support, and that's the end of the round. I've got to say, Karma in that position, if he doesn't get a little bit overeager and shoots, has the perfect opportunity to go on the pinch, but because of that slight mistake, 100 Thieves get in with 0.3 seconds on the clock, and the game is pretty much over at that point. Nothing OpTic Gaming can do to get back in the hill, and wow, what a victory for 100 Thieves. You've got to say, incredible clutch performance on their side. 3-piece from Kenny on the brink, 0.3 seconds in the bank, and yeah, what can you say about that? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you did, subscribe if you are new as always, and yeah, leave your thoughts below. I'll do another one of these kind of things tomorrow. I thought I'd bring this series back because I haven't done one of these gameplay breakdowns in quite a while. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and more content coming soon as always. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you next time.